Rifle shield deployed. Get behind me.
What's up guys, it's Shield Bros here, back at you with another video. Today I will be going over a tips and tricks video to improve your vertical play on border. This video goes along with my other tips and tricks video with vertical play on villa. It's designed to help beginning and intermediate players get better at playing vertical on the ranked maps. And just like my other video, I will be going over each bomb site individually and tell you how to play either from above or below in order to improve your chances of getting easier kills. Alright, so just like my last video, I'm going to be going over each of the 4 bomb sites individually. As you can see here, we're going to do the Armory one first because this is the bomb site people will typically go to on their first iteration. And normally you're going to see somebody hiding behind the half wall here holding either the breach or the door. The best way to get rid of these guys is either come down below into ventilations right here and either do buck up this floor right here, Ash Charge, Zofia, any of those really work, or if you're skilled enough at doing this, you can cook a grenade and get it to explode right beneath it so that it's a surprise kill. Alright, so the next location is right here by these lockers, and you'll usually see somebody playing here with a shield like Smoke. It's usually Smoke. With the shotgun, and they'll be holding either the breach or the door, so pretty much the exact same thing as you would be doing behind half wall, but you're doing it just a little bit closer up. Also, this provides you a little bit more defense from below because they have to come inside instead of just shooting you through the window. So the breach location is located right above this vent right here, this duct. It's easy to get a grenade on top of, but it's also a little bit easier to get an Ash Charge direction because you know exactly where to put it. All right, so the next location is here in small office, and this will be a position that a mirror will usually hold, or the first wall will be reinforced and the second wall will be open, and somebody will be holding here with a shotgun, like a Smoke again. It's a really powerful position and prevents the default plant spot behind that little wall right there. So what you'll need to do is you'll come down here. It's pretty obvious. You'll go right to the right side of the hatch if it's reinforced or if it's open, and you just shoot up the floor right along the wall because the walls themselves match up. So it's pretty easy to shoot their feet. All right, so the next location is right here. I call it small wall. Some of the people call it different names, but you'll be holding a long angle here, and that's usually only with a mirror. So if she's banned, you don't really need to worry about it. In order to get rid of them, once again, Ash, Sophia, Buck, good time nade, and come down here into servers to the wall that merges with construction, and it goes straight up to the same wall above. So all you need to do is get rid of that floor. Easy takeout kill. Alright, so the next bomb site I will be going to is the Workshop Ventilations bomb site, and this is the default second bomb site that people will usually go to, although sometimes you will see a supplied customs bomb site. Alright, so for the first location here is what I prefer to call pocket because you sit in this little pocket right inside the server room. And if you break open this floor as you saw me do, you can hold the window pretty easily from the prone position. And you don't see a lot of resistance because a lot of people won't be looking that way since they can't actually see you, even though you can see their feet when they jump in. So it's actually kind of powerful position, especially if you have a shield aiming towards the hallway so you can hold it with a shotgun. Someone like Elo or Smoke can do this. But in order to get rid of this, if the hatch is reinforced, you need to come just to the left of it. It's pretty easy to see because of the hatch. It's a good designator. And you just break the floor. Use a breach in charge or sledge. It'll be a lot easier. This way you won't use any other utility. Right, so next location is this little pillar here by bomb. You usually see somebody trying to hold both doors from this location. Something like a Maestro usually with the LMG. Got lots of bolts to be able to hold both angles. It's actually going to be pretty easy for you to find because going down from up to down is the same. You're going to be using small wall here because it borders down into the workshop servers area. And you can just use that as your designator. If you shoot an Ash Charge near the bottom of the wall, you'll actually break the floor on both sides. So it's a good use of utility and it's a lot quicker. Alright, so the last position here is this little corner in workshop. Because it's able to hold both the rotate and the window from vents also into hallway, whether they have a rotate hole into bathrooms or not, it's a really powerful position to hold. So it's going to be one that you need to get somebody out of. When they reinforce the hatch above them, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but all you have to do is break all the ground around the hatch, and then you get angles all the way over to the corners of our workshop, so it's really hard for the defenders to actually hide from you. Right, so the next bomb site, as you can see, is going to be supply room and custom inspections, and this is the third bomb site people usually go to over bathroom tellers. Whenever you go here, you always see somebody holding in between these little metal desks in the back of the room. It's a pretty powerful position because they're metal, you can't shoot through them, so you either have to get a well-timed grenade or actually just beat them in a gunfight. which can be sometimes difficult because they're the ones holding the angles and you're the one having to move on attack. So in order to get rid of them, all you have to do is come upstairs over into security and break room and use the outside wall. So just run down this outside wall from the vending machine all the way over to the monitors in CCTV or security, whatever you want to call it, and just break the whole floor. And that opens up the entire floor over those metal desks. And once you do that, they can't actually be there safely. They have to take a risk in order to maintain that position. All right, so this isn't exactly an anchor spot, but it is good information to have. So not many people hold supply or detention because the wall usually gets blown or the window is open, and it's a lot more difficult to hold it when that happens. But that line right you see that I pinged, if you take it and follow it all the way across the roof, it's the designator between the external wall and the balcony. Anything to the left of that is going to be a hard roof. So you're safe underneath it in theory, but it also means that on the right side of it is destructible. So anything in security you can use to break down to look down into supply. Alright, so the next bomb site, as you can obviously see, is bathrooms and tellers. Personally, I don't really like this bomb site because I feel like it is way too open and easy for the enemy team to plant in, but I know a lot of people, some of my friends included, really prefer this bomb site because they can play from the top down. The vertical play on this bomb site is really important, especially for defense. So a lot of the defense is actually going to be held upstairs in office. But the few anchors that you do have, most often, one of them is going to be holed up here in bathrooms. They'll just be roaming around this entire section with hard walls on the right side and a deployable shield here in the door. In order to do that, what you'll have to do is go upstairs and get rid of those anchors holding the office space. Assuming that there are some, because assuming you're playing against people who know what they're doing. If you do and get rid of them, this little back corner here in offices, it's wood floor. The entire thing is destructible. If you get through that floor, all the bathroom becomes visible to you. Once that's visible, defense really stands no chance. So this isn't really an anchor spot because at higher levels you never see anyone anchoring here because it's suicide, because you will end up opening a breach. But at lower levels, I do remember seeing it. Somebody will be hiding here behind the desk because it's metal. It's a little bit more difficult to shoot through. Also, this chair, for some reason, you can't really get shots through it too well, and they won't kill them. But they'll be holding both the breach, because it's going to open, and the window. So in order to get rid of them, everything here is up in offices, so just go upstairs. At the lower levels, they probably actually won't even have anyone playing up here. They'll even probably reinforce the hatch, which is a terrible idea if you're on defense. And just break this floor right on the side near the desks, and that gets rid of anyone near the back side of the desk down below. Alright, so the last semi-anchor position that you'll see here is in between these bookshelves. Once again, lower levels, you usually see it quite often. Higher levels, this position is sometimes held, only late game usually though, because it's kind of a suicidal position, but you can get a lot of information from it. See, you can hold passport door from here. Once again, they can shoot back, and you can also hold around the bomb in order to see anyone coming through. If you get a sound cue, you can rush over and kill somebody planting the default plant spot back there behind the vending machine. But because you can see it from the windows outside, and it's in a vulnerable position from the teller windows, so from passport and from up top, I really don't recommend hiding there, but some people do. In order to get rid of it, just come upstairs, triple wall here, which is the external wall in offices. If you just break the ground right below it, you can see over into the bookshelves corners. But once again, if the hatch is open, all this becomes null and void, because you can see the entirety of the main room downstairs in tellers. So if you can, just break the hatch, because it's going to create a lot more visible options for you. But if you have to, go ahead and break the floor in those locations. Alright bros, that is all I have for you today. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. It's really appreciated. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on how I can improve, and also how I can make this channel better for you guys as viewers. So thanks everybody. Shields up. I'm out.